Emotional regulation, the power within, why your emotions matter. Emotions. They're the driving force behind our actions, the colors on the canvas of our lives. They can lift us to incredible heights or drag us down into the depths. Understanding these emotions, how they work, and how to manage them is key to unlocking a more fulfilling and successful life. This is especially true for guys like you, facing the challenges and triumphs of life head-on. Think of your emotions as a compass. Just like a compass guides a sailor through stormy seas, your emotions can guide you through life's ups and downs. They provide valuable information about yourself and the world around you. By learning to read this internal compass, you gain a superpower emotional intelligence. But here's the catch. Just like any powerful tool, emotions need to be handled with care. Left unchecked, they can lead you astray, causing unnecessary stress, conflict, and regret. That's where the 4-stage emotional regulation model comes in. This straightforward model equips you with the skills to navigate your emotional landscape effectively. Ready to take control? Let's dive in. Stage 1. Setting the scene. Understanding the situation. Imagine this. You're about to give a presentation at work. Your heart's pounding, palms are sweating, and your mind is racing. This, gentlemen, is the situation stage, the initial trigger that sets your emotions in motion. It could be anything, a challenging project at work, a disagreement with a loved one, or even just a stressful commute. The key here is awareness. Just like a detective arriving at a crime scene, the first step is to identify the situation. What's happening around you? What are the specific triggers that are causing these emotions to bubble up? Now, you might be tempted to jump right into problem-solving mode, or worse, try to suppress these feelings altogether. But hold on, rushing through this stage is like building a house on shaky ground. Take a moment to simply acknowledge the situation for what it is, without judgment. This sets the stage for a calmer, more measured response. Stage 2. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. The attention stage. Let's go back to that presentation. What are you focusing on? Is it the critical eyes of your audience, the possibility of messing up, or are you focusing on the valuable information you're about to share and the positive impact it could have? This is the attention stage, where you direct your focus of attention. It's a powerful concept. What you choose to focus on directly influences your emotional experience. Just like a magnifying glass intensifies the sun's rays, focusing on negative thoughts amplifies your stress and anxiety. The good news? You have the power to shift your focus. Instead of dwelling on potential pitfalls, consciously choose to focus on your strengths, your preparation, and the positive outcomes you envision. This simple shift in perspective can dramatically alter your emotional state, transforming fear into confidence and anxiety into excitement. Stage 3. Shaping your reality. The appraisal, evaluation stage. Here's where things get really interesting. The appraisal stage is where you interpret the situation and assign meaning to it. It's like looking through a pair of glasses. The same situation can be perceived in drastically different ways depending on the lens you're using. Let's say your boss gives you some critical feedback on a project. Do you see it as a personal attack, a sign that you're not good enough? Or do you view it as an opportunity for growth, a chance to learn and improve your skills? Your answer will determine your emotional response. The key here is to challenge negative or unhelpful interpretations. Ask yourself, is this thought really true? Is there another way to look at this situation? By reframing your thoughts, you can transform a stressful situation into a positive learning experience. Action speaks louder, the response stage. This is where the rubber meets the road. The response stage is all about how you react, both internally and externally, to the emotions you're experiencing. It's the action you take, the words you speak, and the behaviors you exhibit. Let's say you're feeling overwhelmed by a mountain of work. A healthy response might involve breaking down the tasks into smaller, more manageable chunks, delegating where possible, and practicing stress-reducing techniques like exercise or meditation. An unhealthy response, on the other hand, might involve procrastination, avoidance, or lashing out at colleagues. Remember, you are in the driver's seat. You get to choose how you respond to your emotions. By developing a repertoire of healthy coping mechanisms and practicing emotional regulation techniques, you can ensure your responses are aligned with your values and goals. Real-world resilience, putting the model into action. Let's bring this all together with a real-life example. Imagine you're stuck in traffic after a long day. The situation, bumper-to-bumper traffic, testing your patience, your attention focusing on the frustration, the wasted time, and the growing hunger pangs. Your appraisal, this is ridiculous, I'm never going to get home. Your response, honking the horn, tailgating the car in front, and feeling your blood pressure rise. Now let's rewind and apply the 4-stage model. Situation, stuck in traffic. Attention, shifting your focus to something more positive, like listening to your favorite podcast or planning your weekend. Appraisal. It's frustrating, but it is what it is. I can use this time to relax and de-stress. Response. Taking deep breaths, practicing patience, and using the time productively. See the difference? By consciously navigating each stage of the emotional process, you can transform a potentially stressful situation into a more manageable one. The tortoise and the emotion, slow and steady, wins the race. Remember the story of the tortoise and the hare? The hare, with all its speed and agility, ultimately loses the race because of its impatience and lack of focus. The tortoise, on the other hand, slow and steady, wins the race by staying the course. Managing your emotions is like that. It's not about suppressing your feelings or trying to be emotionless. It's about pacing yourself, understanding that emotions come and go like waves in the ocean. Just like the tortoise, by practicing patience, self-awareness, and a commitment to the process, you can navigate the emotional landscape with greater resilience and achieve lasting success. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is emotional mastery. It's a journey, not a destination. There will be bumps along the road, moments of frustration, and times when you feel like you're taking 2 steps back for every step forward. But the key is to keep going, to keep learning, and to never underestimate the power of small, consistent efforts over time. Mastering your emotions, a journey, not a destination. So there you have it, gentlemen. Psychologist James Gross's 4-stage emotional regulation model. It's a simple yet powerful framework that can help you navigate the complex world of emotions with greater confidence and skill. Remember, emotional intelligence isn't about being nice all the time or suppressing your feelings. It's about understanding and managing your emotions effectively, so you can live a more fulfilling and successful life. Just like any skill worth mastering, it takes practice. Start by simply becoming more aware of your emotions. Pay attention to how you feel in different situations and what triggers certain emotional responses. Then, use the 4-stage model to consciously navigate those emotions, shifting your focus, reframing your thoughts, and choosing healthy responses. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. We all experience a roller coaster of emotions, and we all have moments where we struggle to keep our cool. The key is to keep learning, keep growing, and to never give up on your pursuit of emotional mastery. Your call to action: embrace the power of emotional intelligence. Now it's time to put this knowledge into action. Don't let this be another video you see and forget. Make a conscious effort to apply these principles in your daily life. Start small, be patient with yourself, and celebrate your progress along the way. Remember, turtles may be slow, but they get there in the end, and so will you. Embrace the power of emotional intelligence and watch as it transforms your life from the inside out. You've got this.